We have breaking news here on CBS Sports HQ. Cowboys offensive guard Zack Martin has informed the team that he plans to retire, according to NFL Network. The future Hall of Famer has spent his entire 11-year career with the Cowboys. He is a 7-time first-team All-Pro. No offensive guard has ever been named first-team All-Pro more times than Martin. He was a member of the NFL's All-2010s team and was scheduled to become a free agent this offseason. Pete Prisco had him ranked as the number 66 free agent in his top 100.
Well, there it is, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Dinner time for some, maybe a little bit before dinner at 7 o'clock on the East Coast here. Good evening here, and good evening to everybody. Yes, a tough day for Cowboys fans. We knew this day was coming, but it's here. Regardless, the day is here, and it is what it is, people. We'll get into the cap ramifications. I know Vinny Hagan texted me, and I did do a video of it earlier. I don't know why, but my views are hit the shitter lately. We need to like and share all my shit. But yeah, I guess it's downtime. But yeah, man, it's a tough day. Let me bring in Thomas Garrett. I'm glad he's here. He's a wealth of knowledge. 7-time first team All-Pro. The only time it's ever happened. He's the only player. I mean, I mean, that's pretty impressive. 7 year, I believe it's 7 years in a row, but first team All Pro. He in his 11 seasons, he has 9 Pro Bowls. This is a great stat here. 9 Pro Bowls and 7 holding penalties. 9 Pro Bowls and 7 holding penalties, people. Think about that. In 11 years. 7 holding penalties in 11 years. That's elite. He will for sure be first ballot Hall of Fame. That's why the thumbnail is what it is. There won't be no, I don't know. Jeremiah Murphy, I love hockey. I do. I have never streamed it, but I do love hockey. So he's a great player, and I saw Bobby Murphy, bad organization. Well, I would say bad run organization as of late. The organization as a whole is still highly, highly regarded. It's the most visible franchise in all of sports. The last 29 years, we haven't won a Super Bowl. But again, I see a lot of these bitches out there. Anybody under the age of 45 crying that you don't have a Super Bowl, shut up, okay? Shut your mouth, because it don't matter what you think. Look at the Detroit Lions fan who's on his deathbed, okay? He thought he was going to see a Super Bowl before he died. What happened? I let you in, Thomas. Where you at, bro? Oh, he's still joining. Thomas is having his connection issues. Again, I repeat, any Dallas Cowboy fan under the age of 45 or older, sorry, older than the age of 45 should shut their mouth. We've seen it. Anybody under the age of 45, I get it. Anybody, I'm sorry, Daniel, I had it backwards, brother. Anybody under the age of 45, shut up. Over the age of 45. Sorry, over the age of 45. You get what I mean. Fuck. But we've seen Super Bowls. But if you are young, man, there's a lot of fans that don't have a Super Bowl. Okay? Never seen a Super Bowl. So again, people need to lighten up on that Super Bowl stuff, man. Again, the Eagles just won their second. That's fantastic. You guys are doing great. Again, you won 2. You know, we are an organization that has won 5, and I've seen most of them. So I'm good. I'm getting text as I speak. What's going on, boys?
Well, how's it going, Brian?
I'm doing okay, man. I'm doing okay. Just you're taking it in. We knew this day was gonna come. We do, yeah. Like, we knew this day was coming, and we'll break down the salary cap ramifications of it all. But what's your thoughts? I'll go with you, Troy, and then we'll go to Thomas Garrett. What's your thoughts on this, guys?
I'll tell you, he was a great player coming out of Notre Dame when he joined the Cowboys 11 years ago, I think it was. He played 11 great years. I believe it was Tom Downey that had something like a thumbnail post that.
What's up, Bruce?
He was the last of the Great Wall 2.0.
He was. I'm not upset because I'm happy for the player, you know? Football is not easy. Just ask Jason Kelsey. Football is a brutal sport, especially for the interior linemen.
Yeah, exactly. This retirement is going to be well earned for him.
Yeah, I'm not upset because I'm kind of I've turned the page on that. I've turned the page on the current, like the older guys. That's why I was kind of surprised. I mean, Zack Martin's 34, so Dak's he's gonna play at 30 this year, I believe. So okay, it's this is Dak's last go around. That's why everything goes back to the quarterback, So, but anyway, yeah. Before we get to that, Thomas, how you feel, brother?
I'm doing good. Just playing through this snow that we got. but I'm going to the gym tomorrow. They can say whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
My parents, they can say whatever the hell they want. I'm going to the gym.
There you go.
Somebody's playing something.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
that's
it's me.
yeah,
It's me.
Joey.
My wife's here. Anyway, I was going to say he's definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer when he comes up.
Okay. Ready
So-
for me, Brian?
Yeah, whatever.
Well, Zack Martin, I remember him from his playing days in North Carolina at Notre Dame. I remember when Notre Dame recruited him out of high school in Indianapolis, and I knew he was going to be something special when he was at Notre Dame. First team All-American, and I remember draft night when we drafted him. I was kind of happy that we drafted him, and he was the remaining of the Great Wall of Dallas too. And I hope that these young linemen that we got, I hope they're inspired. I do. I hope that they're inspired by being around the presence of Zack Martin. And I just pray and hope that these young linemen we got can create a Wall of Dallas 3, in which it's gonna take time.
Well,
But
yeah.
I was talking to one of my Facebook members on Facebook on the Dallas Cowboy page, and I'm on. He had asked me. He said, what are we gonna do in 2029? And I was like, what you mean 2029? And he told me, he said, man, I don't know about you, but I'm going to Canton. And I was like, whoa, we need to make reservations there.
Mm-mm.
We need to make reservations.
Randy McIntyre, what's up, man?
Hey, how y'all doing today?
I'm doing okay. So what's your response on Zack Martin retiring?
Me and you talked about this before, and even you admitted that you thought he was going to retire, and that's what I thought. To be truthful with you, I think 10 years playing on an offensive line wears you down mentally.
Yeah, 11, yeah.
Yeah, 11, and honestly, I think he deserved his retirement. He was one of the best we've had, and it's time for him to go home, enjoy his family while he could still walk straight.
Exactly.
You know what?
Exactly.
That's the way I feel about it. And I hope he enjoys the rest of his life. He deserves it. He's earned it.
Yeah, get that brother his flowers. He deserves it.
Yeah, let me get to the chat real quick. Acknowledge everybody. Chris Gons, sad day, Brian. Thank you, Zack Martin. Yes, definitely. No doubt he is a first round. We don't have to worry about him getting in a first round. He did things that nobody's done as far as first team all pros. Daniel M, what's up, Game Time? How are you, Daniel M? He's a true Hall of Fame in my book. If he doesn't go into Canton next 5 years, the committee needs to be fired. Nah, he'll be first round. They can't keep him out. I say that, but yeah. Turned 24 today. Daniel, what's up, brother? Daniel Barrios, Sports Highlights. Julian, I predicted if the Cowboys don't rebound from last season nightmare, fully expect Jerry Jones to step down. Julian, I think we're all holding our breath when it comes to that. We can only hope that he loosens the reins a little bit. What's up, Flip Shelton, Jay Smooth, Bobby Murphy, Mike Aldana? What's up, Vinny Hagan, CZ, Dave Thompson? Most of last year's nightmare was due to injury. It was, but we still have a lot of issues. We were doing it with, let's put it this way. That here's the deal. If we don't make improvements with our schedule this year, it could be no better, even if they stay healthy. What's up, Drew? Bruce Banner, what's going on? Maybe this will force Jerry to be Ron. What's up? Again, making them do something, Ron. They're gonna have a lot of money. If anybody, saw my video from earlier, if you haven't, watch it later. I break down the salary cap. Just doing a couple things, you can have well over 100 million. But again, that's the sheep are gonna listen. A lot of these fans, Dallas fans, are sheep, and they're listening, and they're just eating every little thing that the ownership tells them instead of just opening your eyes, man. Oscar Perini, how are you? Dwayne Sweetney, what's up, my man? West Virginia country boy, how are you? We got West Virginia. Freddie Trejo, love the name. What's up, my man? 7 holding penalties in 11 years. That's crazy. It is crazy, man.
That there alone has Hall of Fame written all over it.
AT, I mean, I hear you. You better get some O-line. We actually have some really good pieces, AT, but I hear what you're saying. Hoffman as a restricted free agent will be back ultra. I do want to get into a little Brock Hoffman. I really, really loved what the Dallas Cowboys offensive line had to say, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Hey, how's everybody doing? I was letting y'all all get y'all flowers for him. So,
what's your thoughts on him?
one thought on him, I think he was a great offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Based on the rules that we got in place today.
What does that mean? Based on the rules.
Is he a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Yeah, absolutely is. His numbers tell you.
He's a first ballot Hall of Fame? Of course he is.
Yeah.
But
I wasn't asking the question.
Okay, I just want to say one thing. That stat that somebody just said, that's not. I guess that's a good stat. 7 holding calls. We all know they don't call holding like they should in the NFL. But
in 11 years,
they don't call holding anymore in the NFL. So we all know that.
Yeah, but
he is a Hall of Famer.
Hold on. Tyler Guyton had 7 last year. So come on now.
I'm just saying.
I was gonna say he only had 7 his whole
career. They don't call penalties like they should call penalties. We both know that. I'm not getting into that. I'm just saying he is a Hall of Famer, but you know how this committee is. I think sometimes they want to stick it to Jerry.
Yeah, and
but
that's
not the
possible.
player.
What's up, Kid Cowboy? Hey, Kid Cowboy, I'm sorry. I was right about your newly acquired center. He's
Drew,
out for the year.
Drew, I didn't say nothing wrong, Drew.
No, I'm fine. Ultra, but yeah, Kid Cal. Remember I told you Anthony Davis, he's often injured. So he's out. I think he's out for the year, unfortunately. Sorry, bro. Sorry, brother. But yes, let's talk about Connor Riley for a minute. I know this is, and we'll keep talking about Zack Martin, but he's retiring. But since we're talking offensive line, Randy,
yes,
Connor Riley, he had talked. Remember, he was the guy we got from Kansas State. He's the one who coached Cooper Beebe.
Correct.
So, and he was, hey, Linda, how are you? He is very excited about his position flex. So what does that tell you, Randy?
That tells me that he trusts Cooper Beebe at center, guard, and you've got other players that can play. Like Tyler Smith can shoot out to tackle if he had to.
Just in the quick, as it relates to Zack Martin, potentially, I was kind of back and forth with it. But now that you brought in his offensive line coach who knows what Cooper Beebe, who was one of the best offensive linemen this year as a rookie. I mean, he was number 2 in the rookie class this year as far as O-lineman. And the fact that you could potentially kick him out to right guard and slide Brock Hoffman in there, re-sign Brock and use Brock as a center, and then you have some flexibility. Now you're talking his ceiling at a guard is even higher because he's played it his whole life. And that's what I'm kind of excited about. Anybody else want to add? Or Randy, I mean, do you think that might be a possibility?
That's possible, but I'll tell you what I think they're going to look at in the draft in the second round. If Donovan Jackson from Ohio State's there, who is going to be a Pro Bowl all pro type guard, or he played even tackle in the playoffs when Ohio State, was through the playoffs this year.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's there when we draft at the second position,
Who's that?
Donovan Jackson, the
Yeah, I
guard.
love Donovan Jackson. It's funny you
If
bring
he's
him up.
there in the second round, even if we have to trade up a little bit to get him, I would trade up to get him.
Well, that's why when everybody talks at number 12, I don't know why. I mean, I hope the internet's good, everybody. It says it's a great 1 minute, and then the next minute it's giving me an error. So hopefully there's no buffering. But Donovan Jackson, I love. And that's why at number 12, everybody's talking about offensive line. Give me a break. Give me a break.
We need a receiver or a running back in the first round.
I think there's a lot of, I don't know, man. And I did a video on it the other day. Yo, what's up, Marcus Blackman? I don't know that we have to necessarily have a receiver at 12. I don't know. It's really hard to talk about because we don't know who they're bringing back.
Right.
Hey, Elena,
I don't know that we even need a running back at 12 because there's so many good ones.
Well, again, in my opinion, there's three guys that if are there, you have to take. I'm leaving Abdul Carter out. I'm leaving Travis Hunter out because they're going to be gone. But outside of that, if these three players are there, you have to take them. And that's in no particular order: Ashton Genty, Mason Graham, and Tet McMillan.
I agree with you.
Outside of that, I'm open for business. But I don't think you're going to be able
Let
to
me add
trade
one
down.
more. Let me add one more because they
Well,
think he may be there.
But
But
go
I'll
ahead.
add one more to your
All right,
to your list.
all right.
Malachi Starks.
Yeah, I'm not as big on Malachi Starks. That's just me. I'm not, but go ahead, Troy. Give me your argument for Starks if you like him.
We're hurting on safety. The four that we had last year,
we
got to get.
Yeah,
I like Malachi. He's got. I mean,
he's more
got
of an in the box guy, though.
Yeah.
Here's my issue with that here, and I know Ulter, he was talking about it early on, and I like him. I don't dislike Malachi Starks. Just me personally, I like Watts. I don't know that we need that guy in this system more than we need a replacement for Malik Hooker, like a Makuba or Xavier Watts.
I like Makuba.
Somebody who could play the center. I mean, Makuba could come in right now and be better, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not at the end all be all, but in my opinion, he could come in and be better.
I'll tell you
if
he's there. I'll tell you if he's there. Trade down and see if he's there. Is that edge out of Marshall, Green?
Oh yeah, well we talked about him. Yes. Yeah, well we talked about him. It is what it is. We got plenty of money, Kid Cowboy. I don't know what we're talking about.
Oh yeah, we're up and over
again,
100,000.
You're a sheep if you think
million.
we don't have any money. So again, stop. That's the type of. I don't think he meant that, but if you do, Felix Rojas, what's going on, brother? Daryl Scott, what's going on, my man? How are you? Let me just catch back up here in case I missed anybody. Bruce Banner. I put Mozzie at center. Mozzie's probably going to be looking. Well, I don't know. I mean, Mozzie will be here this year. But anybody else have anybody else have anything to add about the whole? Because we can get into the draft, but Brock Hoffman at center. I mean, who's liking that? I mean, who's thinking that's going to happen? I think it might happen.
I like it.
You also have to throw TJ Bass in there.
Yeah, I like TJ Bass. I think he's more of a rotational guard. But yeah, I mean, I could see
if you put Bass at center, Hoffman got to be that right guard.
No, that would be BB.
Yeah, darn, that's right.
Hoffman is a really good player. I like that kid. Yeah,
Yeah,
Marcus,
you got it.
I like him. I like his nastiness.
Yeah, he's. I told you a few weeks ago, Brian. He's our enforcer. Brock is our enforcer.
He's one of those guys that's a restricted, I believe. I believe he's a restricted free agent.
We got to. we got to resign him.
Yeah,
We have to resign him
and it's not going to cost much. It's not going to cost much to resign him, but let's hold it there.
He ain't gonna cost much.
I want to finish up the Zack Martin thing. I want to take a gander. I'm going to share this. We'll go over it, but first round in the 2014 draft. Before we move on, and we'll talk draft and we'll talk in positions, I just want to go over some of the first rounds where we got Zack Martin. Okay, number one overall pick in that draft was Jadeveon Clowney. Now, could we say that that he's lived up or has not lived up to his number one pick?
I don't think he's lived up to it.
He has not lived up to his number one overall. He's been a good player, but he's been hurt lately.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got Greg Robinson, offensive tackle. Your thought on that? Is he, is anybody?
Don't know who he is.
Right. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, he was gone.
But,
Blake Bortles went number 3.
Oh my God, Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles went number 3 overall that year.
Career journeyman.
Sammy Watkins went number 4.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah,
this was a bad draft.
Well, again, everybody that's...
All I can say about Sammy Watkins is at least he has a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, but we're talking as a player.
That's all I can say.
Well, yeah, he won his one Super Bowl. And
so did Alvin Harper. So did Larry Brown. But they weren't. Khalil Mack, okay.
Yeah, he made it.
Yeah, he was a good player, right? He's at the end now, but yes, he was good.
He won a defensive MVP one year.
He could still play.
Matthews is a good player.
Yeah, Jake Matthews is.
His whole family was.
So it didn't take until pick number 5 for anybody to be really good, like Pro Bowl level. Mike Evans, number 7. I think that's
pretty good.
No-brainer.
Justin Gilbert.
Where's he at these days?
Bust.
Don't know who he is.
Anthony Barr was number 9.
Yeah.
Who?
Anthony Barr. Who he is. Eric Ebron.
Where did he go?
The tight end. He was a flat. He flashed, Number 11, you had Taylor Lewan. Okay. This was the draft where Dallas desperately wanted Odell Beckham. This was the draft that they loved Odell. And Odell was great early on. But you had Taylor Lewan. Now, I don't know. Is he a Hall of Famer? He was good, but I don't think he ever got. Yeah.
I don't think he even lived up to his hype.
And then number 12, Odell Beckham, we talked about. Number 13, Aaron Donald.
Hall of Famer.
Best pick of the draft.
Hall of Famer. Straight Hall of Fame.
I would say, as of right now, it's Aaron. Well, you got Mike Evans, I would argue. Aaron Donald. You had cornerback Kyle Fuller. I remember that. The Bears. He didn't.
Yes, I remember him.
Ryan Shazier. That was the guy to pick number 15.
He's crippled now.
He was the guy Dallas wanted, and Pittsburgh, it took him right ahead of us.
And there we had Zack Martin.
And then Zack Martin.
We picked at 16.
Yes, we got him at 16. So Zack Martin.
Oh my God, that was a steal.
Everybody was so upset. Oh my God, we lost Ryan Shazier. We lost Ryan Shazier. Okay, and
I think didn't we trade up to get him?
No, we stayed right there.
That was our original pick.
No, Pittsburgh got him before we did.
No,
I'm talking about Zack Martin when we got him at 16.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Shazier. Pittsburgh beat us to the punch.
Well, I'm just wondering, was that our original pick was 16?
Yeah, that's who we was. That's who we was aiming for. But Pittsburgh drafted in the first round before we did, and they beat us to the punch.
Yeah.
C.J. Mosley went 17, linebacker to the Ravens. He was okay. He was good.
He was fine.
Calvin Pryor.
Oh my God.
Who?
I just got to get through the first round. Calvin Pryor.
Who?
This is horrible.
Jawan James, offensive tackle. Brandon Cooks, New Orleans. So there you go.
Oh, there you go. He was okay.
Clinton Dix.
Who?
He was all right. He wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Johnny Manziel. Remember that was the Manziel.
Oh, yes.
He went number 22.
Jerry Jones wanted him bad.
D Ford. D Ford, defensive end out of
Auburn.
Auburn.
Oh, he was good. He was good.
But I don't know for how long, but he was okay. Darquez Denard, cornerback out of Michigan State.
Who's he?
Don't even remember him.
Yeah.
He's a blimp. He's a blimp.
Yeah. Jason Verrett, TCU. The corner.
I
Uh-huh.
remember him.
You know. Sorry, I didn't do this
I
on.
was-
I didn't do this on purpose, Eagle fans. But you know, we talk about how great their drafting is. Marcus Smith.
Who?
Oh, they
Who?
know who he is. Marcus Smith,
Who the hell is that?
linebacker out of Louisville.
Don't know who he was.
They actually had him playing
I
edge
don't know
rusher.
who.
Yeah, well, they actually had
hard
him
feelings,
playing the edge rusher. Deion Buchanan, safety out of Washington State, went to Arizona Cardinals.
Well, the draft was bad that year.
Yeah. it
Kelvin
was.
Benjamin, wide receiver. I remember him out of Florida State. Big
Yeah,
guy.
he didn't do very much.
Dominic
What's-
Easley, defensive tackle. Jimmy Ward, safety. He was good. Yeah,
Yeah,
for the
he was.
49ers at number 30. And Bradley Roby at 31 out of Ohio State to Denver. He was good.
I remember him.
You got
I
Teddy
remember him.
Bridgewater, baby. That rounded
Teddy
out
Bridgewater.
the first.
Louisville.
Yeah.
And oh, look, Dallas. Look at that draft for people to think. In the second
DeMarcus
round.
Lawrence. We traded up to get him too.
Yes. Second round, 34th pick, DeMarcus Lawrence, still playing. So we took Zack Martin and DeMarcus Lawrence. So
and that was from Washington. The Washington team gave y'all that pick.
Yeah. Washington. We traded with him.
Yeah.
Well, because Dan Snyder didn't know how to get on his own way, so
Yeah.
Yeah, Ultra, if you're I'm gonna listen to that Dane Brugler thing when I'm done here, buddy. But yeah, so I just wanted to get through the first round, give Zack Martin his due. Everybody kind of poo-pooed the pick, and it's like a not sexy pick. That's why I tell people, don't worry about it. Like, you know, if we end up drafting a Will Fuller, I mean, you know, it's not something we need. It's not something that it's exciting, but it's something that we kind of need. So if I'm not saying I love him, I'm not saying I don't, but let's just say,
know, Brian.
All right.
You know, Brian. I tell some of my Dallas Cowboy fans on my Dallas Cowboy Facebook page. I tell them all the time. I be like, hey, be careful how you underestimate these draft picks, because when they turn out to be pretty good, you play that role of forgetting what all you said on draft night. Stop that.
Yeah. So I mean, don't be upset who they draft. We could all like our guys. Like I love Genty, but I'm not in love with him where I have to take him. I'm not going to pass him up. That's all I'm telling you. I'm not going to pass him up. I mean, I'm either going to use him as trade bait if there's a lot of guys that they like. Welcome to the Mailheads crew. Thank you, honorable mentions.
okay.
Welcome.
No offense to any Cowboy fan, but don't be surprised if they don't get Gently and they bypass him because they don't see a future in him. I just don't think running backs have the same capital as they once did.
It's hard to say that when you see what happened in the Super Bowl with.
No, I'm just talking about he has not established
you gotta
himself
have one of
in
two
the
things,
league.
Momo.
He hasn't established himself in the league. Don't be surprised if they want to get other concerns like offense and defense, offensive linemen, or
we're not taking
defensive backs.
offensive
Well,
line.
I mean, I don't see an offensive lineman, but if you know,
or defensive back or linebackers.
I would say, again, as it comes to Genty, he is the best running back in the draft. Now, I'm not saying I have to have him. Again, that's two different things. So, you know, when you hear the whole, well, you can't window dress your board, you make a board. Like the other night, I was giving you Dane Brugler's top 100. So that was his board. That's not how the picks are going to come off.
Of course.
That's his. Well, I had people in the chat going, "That's a horrible mock draft." It wasn't a mock draft because, the quarterbacks never are rated high. Either one of these quarterbacks should not go in the top 5. Sorry, they shouldn't. But They do, because that's what happens. That everything is elevated. And I do believe that they will take Genty Drew for all the wrong reasons.
Exactly.
The wrong reasons. To sell
You know,
jerseys
Brian.
and to get excitement.
You know, Brian. They finally talked to Emmitt Smith this morning, and he finally cleared up what all he had said
he,
during the Super Bowl. He kind of
well,
cleared
he was
everything
drinking
up.
that Herodoro. You know that.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was
yeah.
drinking. He was drinking. He was
You don't
drinking the
know. You don't
Herodoro
drink,
tequila.
Troy.
I
You
know.
You drink
You know,
that.
he was drinking the
I
Herodoro
used to drink in
tequila.
my
Oh,
younger
did you? I
days.
thought that was a. All right, we won't get into it. But anyway, yes. Yes.
You know, he was drinking the Herodoro tequila, which is some good shit.
Yeah. I
But
got
we ain't
some.
talking about that right now. All Emmett was saying was, and I totally agree with him on what he said. He said, I like Genty. I met the
Bobby.
kid. He's a good kid. All I'm saying is, Jerry, if you draft a kid, don't bring him in here to waste his time. Run the
Exactly.
kid.
Yeah. I mean, I
That's
agree
all.
with
That's
you.
all Emmitt Smith was saying, and I respect him so much for saying that, because he was right.
Oh, yeah.
If you
And
gonna,
listen.
if you're gonna draft a special talent like that, don't waste his time, Jerry.
Yeah.
You're a
Again,
businessman.
they have work to
You're a
do. And
businessman.
I don't know that running back is that work right now.
You know,
Again,
my
if you're
thing
looking at
is,
it,
Jerry, you're a businessman, and you know better than that.
like if you're looking
Emmett
at
was right.
positions, Thomas, you're looking at. It's hard to really say, but you don't want to get into drafting for needs. So you need to address. So are we bringing back D-Law? Listen, we have plenty of money, people. So do you want Golston back or D-Law back? I would, I mean,
I'd take Golston.
and I would go D-Law on a shorter term, get his money in and get his money out, as opposed to going with Golston, who
I agree with you.
who I like Golston,
Yeah.
especially with Primetime Phil. I love Golston, Troy, but I don't want to overpay for Golston. I know what
No,
I'm getting from
I know.
D-Law. So, and just remember, we got Sam Williams, who didn't play at all last year.
Oh
So,
yeah, I'm still
so-
waiting to see what he can bring.
Osa, I don't know about. I want Osa, but like Randy says, I don't
He
want to
might
overpay
be-
for Osa.
He might be
No.
a little expensive.
Well, I only say that. Who am I? I'm here. Oh, it's Thomas.
Thomas.
I only say that. No, we muted you because we could hear the broadcast. I only say that because the one position. Well, there's a lot of running backs. There's a lot of defensive tackles, stud defensive tackles, deep in this draft.
Oh, yeah.
I would be okay with corner. I would be okay with defensive end. I'm talking round one. I would be okay with a defensive end. I would be okay with cornerback. Obviously, if one of those three guys drop, I'd have a hard conversation.
Yeah.
I don't know that Will Johnson's going to drop to us.
No,
Now, do you
I-
think,
I don't
Arthur
think he'll
says
be there.
Carl Lawson. I like Carl Lawson. I mean, that would be good. If we're bringing back Carl Lawson, then I'm not bringing back. Hey, Jeff Lee, I'm not bringing back D-Law. I only want to have one elder statesman on this team because I want to draft, like a young beast. I really do. But that's just me. You got Nealon, Golson over Too Tired Lawrence. Okay. It all depends what we're paying him, Ultra. You know what I'm saying? Because we're so poor.
It makes me really wonder where Green will fall in.
I
the
love Mike
draft.
Green. I love him. But I
I
don't know
heard
that they
he's-
will.
I heard he's falling into the second round.
Really? I don't know that they'll like him because he's got little shorter arms.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. But he's quick off the ball. That's the
Stradamus, there's a
thing.
lot of truth to that, my man. He drunk.
I think if Genty is gone, or even if he's there, I think we should talk about trading back once or twice. And then if you want to go get a defensive back, Jahdae Barron out of Texas, somebody like that, or get Grant from Michigan. Grant's a freaking monster. Somebody like that, if you want to trade back, trade down a little ways.
But there's a lot of different defensive guys, Randy. That's my thing. There's a lot of linemen I'd be okay with,
Right. I agree with you. I'm just giving you an idea that That's what I would think about, something like
Eberflus
that.
values the 3 technique. That's
Yeah,
why
he does.
That's why I think Osa is going to be back, and that's okay. I mean,
Well, let me ask you this. Would you rather have Osa or would you rather have T. Higgins, who's going to be about the same amount of money?
me personally, I know nobody's going to like this. I would rather have Osa.
Would you?
I only say that because Higgins. I gotta.
Thomas, turn it down.
I was getting ready to say
All right,
something.
well, go ahead. Talk and then mute.
Well, you don't got to worry about T. Higgins because Cincinnati's going to re-sign him,
Yeah,
whether
okay.
it's
I'll believe it when I
whether
see
it's
it.
a tag or regular contract. So we ain't gonna have no other choice but to re-sign Osa.
All right. I've seen all these kids play in person, and Genty is no Emmitt Smith. Trader Chris, Genty is the best a running back in this draft by far. So again,
But like you said, it's a deep.
yeah.
deep
Will
running
Hernandez,
back.
LOL. I have his autograph from El Paso. Bruce Banner, Will Hernandez. Did Ultra bring him up? That's a name to think. Let me ask Randy. There you go. He did bring him up. Good. What would you think about Will Hernandez?
Wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it at all. And being that the Arizona coach came here and he was with Arizona last year,
Bingo.
he's probably going to bring him in. That's where I think we're going to go, actually.
What position did Will
Guard.
guard?
Right guard.
Right guard.
I like it. I mean,
And where's we need a right
We need
guard.
depth.
He's a bulldozer too, by the way. He is a killer on the run game.
He's nasty. So he really is nasty. So it gives us a lot of options. I mean, I know I say this and people get upset because I just want to get rid of everybody, but my guy is Seam Richards. If he comes back healthy and he competes and he can hang, I don't know how this is going to shake out, but you will save $14 million if you cut Terrence Steele.
I'm with you.
I'm not saying cut him because Ultra will tell you, and I agree with him, that he came on, and I worry that the offensive line coach was a problem for the last couple of years. I know people can say, oh, you're making excuses. I'm just telling you, he played at almost a Pro Bowl level, and then he fell off after the injury. So he started playing good again. I am just saying, if Asim Richards is ready to go, right, we'll see where Tyler Gayton falls. They want him to play left tackle. But people forget how many resources we have on the Cowboys for the offensive line. It's not enough, but we have a lot of drafted guys. Nathan Thomas. Everybody forgets about Nathan Thomas. You brought in you brought up a TJ Bass. He's another name. So, you brought up another name, so we have plenty of allocated resources that we could use. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Genty is Emma 2.0 best back. I agree. That, I agree. West Virginia, I would take him for sure. Yes, very good. I'm going to get your hoodie done tonight, West Virginia. Terrence Steele's story is great, and his dad is a veteran who got injured. Bobby Babinski, pick McMillan, trade up Kenneth Grant, and get Najee. McMillan will probably be gone. But Kenneth Grant will probably fall in between our first and second pick, and they're not getting Najee. But
no way.
I mean, I like the idea, though. I do like the idea. Thanks, Bobby. I don't know. I don't really know. But I'm not saying I'm getting rid of Terrence. I'm just throwing it out there. If you guys watched my video from earlier, that you save a lot of money. And if I don't think they're getting rid of Terrence Steele. I just don't. But it is an option. It's an option. It
wouldn't surprise me if they, if we do keep Terrence Steele.
I'm
telling you, if we pick up Will Hernandez, re-sign Hoffman, that there alone, I'm still saying I'm still saying we're going to the playoffs if we do all of that.
I ain't going there yet, but I hear you, bro.
I'm just being hypothetical here.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
this is a season of optimism right now.
Yeah.
I think if you
Just
can,
just
Go
playing
ahead.
optimism game.
I think if you can manage it, trade, like you said, trade that 12 pip down, trade down, maybe pick up a second rounder. And you're off and running in the second round.
Trader Chris, I did see Genty, but you got to be careful when you say, did you see him against this team? Did you see him against that team? Don't look at one game. Look at his body of work. He really is that good. A Trader Chris. He is short. He's actually shorter than Emmett, I believe.
You want something to eat?
Yeah,
I think he is too. I think
Yeah.
he's.
What up?
What's up,
Hey,
Wade?
Wade!
just for tonight.
What's up, Wade?
Nothing much.
How you been, brother?
Shoot, it's been all right. Just getting off work.
Very cool. Very cool. How's the weather
Seeing
there?
Zack Martin retired. Oh, it's
Yeah.
been cold as hell.
Yeah, it's freezing here, like bitter cold. Bobby Grant is very good. Play, definitely do what you said. Yes, Oscar.
And
What's up,
see,
Oscar?
now that Zack Martin's retired, Cowboys go get that guard from the Kansas City Chiefs as free agent. Go scoop him up.
We were talking about Will Hernandez
You
out of
want to
Arizona.
solidify that
What do you think about Will Hernandez?
or that, one or the other.
Yeah.
I'd go get both of them. Go get.
Our offensive line coach, our new offensive coordinator, coached him with the Cardinals. So I think
Alter, don't
Walk away,
say
don't
the
care. He said, go get
Cowboys.
both of them. Walk away, don't care. He said, go get both of them.
get
There you
both of
go.
them.
It. Spend some money.
Yassine, Jerry's too cheap. Alter.
Alter, don't count out the fact that they might do it.
I don't want to trade down, but it all depends how it falls. I think you want to stick
Look.
there and take the best guy, unless the draft goes haywire and we're sitting there with
They're
four
gonna
guys
be
we love.
in.
What's
They're
that?
gonna be in for a rude awakening if they don't do anything in free agency this season.
Oh, they're gonna get lit up. They know better. They know better.
And not only that, they're gonna get the shit kicked out of them this year too.
Well, when you get a chance, listen to that. A video or watch that video I did earlier. I got them to well over 100 million under the cap with just a few moves. Just a few. At least 92 mil with just a couple hiccups. Very easy.
Yeah, the fact that we're like a couple weeks from free agency and like that, there's not like no word of Michael Parsons like we're them working on a contract is kind of like irritating.
It's a lot irritating. It's a lot irritating.
Right now.
Mike is not going nowhere.
You don't think he's going anywhere?
No, sir.
You got to turn your volume up. Yassine, Steven wants to make moves, or either that or get closer to your phone. Steven wants to make moves, but Jethro is not interested. I don't know. We'll see. No, he's not, Bruce. He is not. What's your point? No other talent on defense, and he still ran for 2,600 yards. Yeah, exactly, Ultra. He's the real deal. Genty's the real deal, people. Don't shit on Genty because my thing is he is that good. Just watch his film.
I was going to say, I think if he's there at 12, you cannot pass up on him.
Unless Graham or Tet McMillan's there. Now, Ultra's saying he would take Will Johnson over Genty. I don't know what they would do, to be honest with you. I don't think they will. But,
Oscar, he's going to be out of our price range, Ron Staley. Plus, I think Baltimore will re-sign him.
Yeah, I know.
Said no.
Trader Chris. Uh-oh.
Sit down.
Uh-oh, she upset, Randy. I'm going to mute it. I'm no scout. I was lucky enough to sit next to Mike, who works for Dennis Abraham, who was scouting the game and was saying Hampton and Henderson are pro-ready backs. I love Hampton. Trader Chris. Love him.
I would love to see Hampton. I mean, if he's there and we can get him in the second round, I'd take old Marion Hampton.
Hampton
Maybe over
is going to be
Gentry.
tough to get us there. This is
Yeah.
where I think guys like Hampton and the kid out of Iowa might go before our pick in the second
Johnson,
round.
Caleb Johnson.
I think that's what teams are waiting for. So just know that if you don't take a Genty in the first round, you may miss those two. And then there's a significant drop off. Then you go to guys like Henderson, who I like, but needs to be in a...
Yeah, don't forget about Judkins, too.
But both of those guys, as well as anybody else, after those top three, need to be a duo. They can't just carry the load themselves. They just can't.
And don't forget, you got Devin Neal up there.
And
down there.
Yeah. There's a lot of guys.
I'm trying to think
R.J.
who else is down
Harvey.
there. Harvey.
Dylan Sampson.
Brooks. Brooks out of T.J. Brooks out of Texas.
Oh, you mean Taj Brooks?
Todd Brooks. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, this running back class is loaded for this draft. It is loaded.
And don't I mean, I don't know if anybody knows.
Dallas can't lose. They cannot lose on one of these running backs. They can't lose.
All right, one at a time. But who do you? Yeah, you got to mute after you talk.
No, I'm getting ready to mute.
Yeah, because I hear myself. I jump right in there and I keep. What do you? What's your thoughts on DJ Giddens? Because our coach coached him at Kansas State. He's a running back.
I think if you pair him with Devin Neal, you could have a good tandem back.
Or
or even Taj Brooks. If you can get him plus either Neal or Brooks, I think you would have a viable duo running back.
Yassine,
I got a question.
Yes, yeah, just real quick. Yassine Cowboy. Genty is better than the 2016 Zeke, yes. Zeke was never a home run hitter.
I'm confused about something.
What's that?
Y'all not gonna re-sign? Cowboys not gonna sign Rico?
Maybe, but he's not. He's been hurt every year except this year. So remember, he didn't play the first 7 games. I like Rico, but I'm not giving him more than $4 million.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you're gonna sign Rico, that's good. Then all the more reason why you don't have to draft Genty at 12, Momo.
In which
you draft another running back somewhere down the line in the draft.
I was gonna say, in which case you can trade your 12th pick and come down a little bit, if that's the case.
I would think I would we sign Rico for about maybe $3 to $5 million because he earned that right. I believe he earned that right because what he done in the second half of the season.
See, I want my team to be, and I'm not disagreeing with you, Momo. I would just like my team to be proactive as opposed to reactive. We wait until a player has a good year and then go, oh, wow, we can't afford to lose them, as opposed to being better at identifying these players before they have that good year. It's like
Michael Gallup.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh my God, he hurt his knee. Let's get him signed. It's a deal.
Yeah, let's get rid of Amari Cooper and give him all that money.
Yeah.
Is he still on the team?
Who's that?
Gallup.
Nah, he's long gone.
He retired.
Yeah, he retired from the league.
Next year.
That ACL, after that ACL, it was over.
What player?
Gallup.
Oh, Gallup, Michael Gallup. Yeah, he did. He tried to go with the Raiders and decided to retire.
Yeah, let's not forget
from that ACL.
Let's not forget, everybody. I'm just watching the chat. That's what I think, Yassine. He's just another guy. Rico, just another guy. Dallas wanted one of those cornerbacks out of Denver. That Denver took ahead of us. Both of those teams.
13.
You got
It was 13.
You got Carolina took J.C. Horn. That's supposedly who the coaches wanted because McCarthy had a relationship with his father, and the scouts wanted Surtain. The best thing I could say to everybody in the chat that's a Cowboys fan and in the Zoom call is it seems like that Brian Schottenheimer is the type of guy who's going to allow the scouts to do their job, at least for this year. Remember when Parcells did it? He goes, I'm going to let you guys do it this year. Don't mess it up. And that was the year that we got, I believe, D-Law. Or no, that was the year we drafted Terrence Newman. I think. I don't know. Put it in the comments. But anyway, we're going to, I mean, Schottenheimer is going to allow the scouts to do their job. And he's not going to stand on a table for anybody. So, again, we wouldn't be upset if we got Surtain. Just remember, it did work out for us because we got Micah. So, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. So, Ultra Osa played 300 more snaps than Milton, and their stats are pretty similar. Yeah, I think Milton's a better player. Your thoughts?
How's the audience in Buffalo?
Newman and Jason Witten and Brady James. Gotcha. Hello? Anybody there?
Yeah.
Okay. Micah kind of overrated. I don't know how you could say he's overrated. I mean, why? Because he doesn't stop the run? Bobby, Dallas needs to go back to the best player available. I agree, Bobby.
I couldn't call anyone overrated that's like up there with like Reggie White, like
you can't say
sack
that.
numbers.
No, I know. What's up,
in the first
Peppa
4 years? It just
Bobby, it's gonna be blast. It's gonna get ugly in here. We start saying stuff like that. They don't want to hear facts. They're just gonna. It's easy to look at the narrative, from a outside. Oh my God, he's overrated. He's this, he's that. Micah.
I mean, yeah. Would I trade Micah
Yes.
for Myles Garrett and their second overall pick? Yes, I would.
They
like I'm, and Mark Holmes was like, "Oh man, how are you gonna do that?" I said, "Okay, you make the phone call with Cleveland and you ask them. That's the thing is you got to ask.
But
you're gonna really shop him and trade him.
I don't think it'll ever happen because he'll never resign there. He is an all-pro podcaster. I'll give you that.
That's the problem.
Hey, Daniel, I do like Deion Walker out of Kentucky.
Big boy.
Why is he here?
Why is he?
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that, Ultra. I actually would not.
Okay.
I would not. So I would not trade. Myles Garrett, just a little rumor. Did you hear what Hutchinson said for Detroit? The Lions are trying to get Myles Garrett to Detroit. So.
Wow.
Just imagine.
Can they get him there? Can they get him there?
But
Yeah,
there's
sure they
lots of
can.
rumors, but we all know what's going to happen in this combine. Deals are made during these combine where they aren't supposed to be talking to the players, but the players and the agents make deals, and it's like that. Myles Garrett is going to Washington or Detroit. That's how this is going to go bottom line.
Not going to the Eagles, huh?
Nope, I don't see it.
Wow, shots fired.
You know where I see him maybe going? I see him maybe going to Buffalo.
You think so?
Well, they're a contender, and that might put them over the top.
Buffalo or possibly Kansas City too.
I don't know.
I think Kansas City run is over with.
I
think
too.
they had their
Well,
run.
I already said the loser's not getting back. So
Yeah, I think Kansas City has their run.
do I?
And
I don't, Bobby. I don't pick up the phone. No, I do not pick. Well, you have to pick the phone up, Bobby. Do you pick up the phone if Howie calls?
Vinny's funny.
I don't call. I mean, I don't, Bobby, because I think the Eagles are going to be drafting towards the bottom of the round the next couple of years. So why would I? I'm going to get your number one picks for what? Because they're going to be number 2 round, basically number 2 picks. No, thank you, Bobby. But I'm sure you'll try.
I would make the call to Cleveland and say we'll give you our number 1 this year and our number 2 next year. I mean, we got a top, 15 pick, number 12. That might get him here. And you still got Micah.
So can they, I'm confused about the franchise tag. Can they Cleveland franchise tag him or to say, hey, we're not going to trade you at all?
They can.
They
I think
can.
he's
under contract. He's under contract.
Yeah, he is. But I think he has a no trade with Cleveland now.
Really?
I don't think he does have a no trade because he's the one that asked for the trade.
Yeah, he
possible.
did.
He requested for the trade. Yeah, he let it be known through a letter.
Yeah. He said he wanted to come to Dallas, but we'll see. I don't know if he's even
Yeah,
going to
it's
get paid.
like I said, the combine. We'll see in the combine because you'll see a lot of movement of players and stuff like that. I do have a question for y'all guys.
Now, go
It's
ahead, man.
interesting. So, the top defensive back we play for Colorado. We all know he's coming. He's going to do both sides of the ball. He's coming in as a DB and a wide receiver.
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter. What y'all guys think about him doing both?
No,
As far as going to the combine doing that.
Yeah, I would. Well, me personally, I have him as a corner, and then he could play
Me
half
too.
dozen snaps, tops, as a wide receiver,
That's why I have him.
like his father.
Do corner?
DB, cornerback. That's going to be his primary position.
Do corners still make more money than wide receivers?
No. Wide receivers make more money.
Yep.
But yeah, you know,
He'll be a great fit for the Cowboys if they could get up that high and trade some picks and get up that high to get him. He'd be a great for the Cowboys, I would think. He fits them.
I feel like if we're gonna go trade picks to the very top, we got to go Abdul Carter, guys.
We don't have the picks to do that, y'all. Not this year anyway. We can't give away picks. We got to have more picks, actually. We need players.
We need picks in the 4th round is what we need.
well,
That's
you could
where
be again. We could be creative because we got all those fifths. We have what 4 or 5s.
Yes.
So we could be
4 or 5.
creative.
We got a lot of fives.
You could
we
draft
got
1, 2, and
150.
3, and then be very active in round 4 by trading some of them away. But you only need 1/5. Okay, you have 4. You need 1. You trade 2 to get back up in the 4th. That leaves you 1/5. Trade it for a veteran receiver, or I know you guys don't like the move, but I'm really starting to warm up to the fact of bringing in Diggs because we won't have to give up a draft pick.
I hope so too. I would really love to
just-
see him there.
Because I'm still drafting one. People go, oh my God. Because I know I did see Drew's comment the other day. I haven't gotten to my comments. I will get to them. Drew had said, oh, well, you're going with a veteran, like another veteran. We're still drafting one. Nobody's saying we're not drafting one. It just doesn't pigeonhole us one for now. Or, let's say we could, I would trade one of those 5ths for a veteran wide receiver. That's what I would do. That leaves us
I'd love
3.
to have Cup.
That would get it done. You want Cooper Kupp? But if you went and got, I think, put it in the comments, is Diggs a free agent?
Diggs is a free agent.
Yes, he is.
He was under a 1-year deal in Houston.
But
he's a free agent.
Remember, he tore his leg up last
Yeah,
year.
I know. Obviously, he'd have to pass the medicals.
Well,
he'd have
so
to
is
pass the medicals.
Cup. You got to look at Cup too. He's had an
I'm not a
history
huge
of
Cup
injury.
fan as like everybody else is, but for a 5th round pick, let's ride. I'm fine with it.
I think Cup is a very good for sale. I don't know why anybody wouldn't want him.
He's lost a step. He has.
He's a great route runner because
Yes.
you lost his, the route tree. He knows everything. You can put him in the slot. You can put him on the outside.
Yeah, Drew, I just don't, and I hear what you're saying, Drew, but this is not going to stop us from drafting a fast receiver, a traits receiver. It just doesn't have to be in round 1. Obviously, if Tet McMillan drops to us at 12, that's everything. But you can't count on that. Tet McMillan has a higher draft grade than when CeeDee Lamb had coming out. He's not falling to 12. If he does, you jump on him. But that's why I don't really want to go out unless you're telling me that Garrett Wilson is going to be the trade and Garrett Wilson's coming to the Cowboys. He's 25.
Yeah.
Then fine.
Fine.
I'll give him a number 12 for Garrett Wilson. Done. But I kind of rather go with a veteran and take a chance on a young guy. Go ahead, Momo.
I was gonna say this, and this is my prediction, and I believe it's gonna come true.
We all don't know, right?
Oh, this prediction's gonna come true. I believe this.
There we go.
I believe this. I believe that
I
Debo
believe the
Samuels
children
is
of the
going to be a
future.
Cowboy this year. I believe it wholeheartedly because the evidence is showing that when players go back and forth for other teams, yes, I believe he will be a Cowboy.
Yes, Yassine. It will cost us the number 12 pick. My question is, and I don't have a problem with Debo, how much is it going to cost us? Are we going to be able to get him for a 5th-round draft pick? I don't think so.
4th round, I say a 4th.
4th? Really?
Yeah.
We don't have a 4.
For who?
He's going to be cut.
I think he's going to get
Oh,
cut. in my
Debo, yeah.
opinion.
Wait
Yeah,
until
he's gonna
he's
be
cut.
Yeah.
Wait until he's cut.
Nobody's going to give him anything. His contract is ridiculous. Actually, let's look it up and let's look up
Yeah.
his.
Because I believe Debo gonna be a Cowboy because I feel like
he got a nice contract, Brian.
He got a big contract.
No, but if he's cut, we don't have to worry about it.
No, you're right. He has a clear
Debo
waiver.
Samuel has a great relationship with CeeDee Lamb.
Yes, Debo. Yeah,
Debo Samuel and CeeDee Lamb have a great relationship.
Debo right now, okay, his cap number for 2025 is 15.8. But if he's cut, if he's cut post June, they save money. That they save 5.1. If they cut pre-June, they save 15 million. So they're going to cut him right away.
Exactly.
And they got to pay their quarterback too.
Yeah, Brock Purdy's got to get
Momo, at the beginning of the new league year, my opinion is Debo Samuel gets cut. Now they can trade him. They can trade him.
But what I'm saying, I believe that he's going to end up being on the Cowboys.
That's possible. That's possible. But right now, his pre-June 1st cut is 15.6 savings. And they need every dime, Momo, because they got to pay their quarterback. You know, they have to pay their quarterback.
You think Purdy's going to get top dollar? No, I think he's going to be a 30 to 35 million dollar.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's at least 45.
45 to 50. He's going to get Jalen Hurts money.
Yeah.
And Jalen's cheap at 50. Whatever.
I don't think Purdy has showed that
I want
he's 30.
to chime in on something.
Go ahead, chime, babe. Chime.
With we would have to probably trade up to around 7 or 8 just to get him.
Again, I'm not trading up for him. I just did a mock draft where he fell to me. If he were to fall to you, you take him. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trading up at all for anybody. Now, if you say,
I totally agree with you.
I can't afford to trade up. We need every pick.
Afford it.
Unless they are unbelievable active in the trade market to acquire players / picks before the draft end. They actually go out and get multiple free agents. Then, okay, now we have options to trade up because we do have 4 or 5s. We could potentially give up a 3rd-round pick. Yeah, I get it. But if we're that active in free agency, then... But I don't know that that's going to happen.
Okay. What happened to the wide receiver y'all got for the Carolinas? Was he on the one?
No. He's on his rookie deal. He's going to be on the team.
Yeah, we still have him too. Well, we'll have him for next year.
Jonathan Mingo. We gave up a 4th-round pick for
him. Yeah, we'll have him for the next couple of years.
Yeah,
Brian, can we get any compensation picks for
who? Did we get what? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, do we get any compensation picks for Zack Martin retiring?
No, we do.
No,
not.
you do not get.
We get nada for that. The only time you get compensation if they leave and sign with another team. Then
watch for Osa.
Yeah, but
watch for Osa.
Any comp picks wouldn't be till next year.
I know.
So
but if you lose Osa to a huge contract,
that's the number.
You're going to get a 4.
No,
you're going to get a 3 or a 4.
Depending on the size of the contract, it'll probably be a number 3. Well, which is why everybody.
I will say, fellas, if you ask me, go ahead, boss.
No, I'm listening to you. If you ask you what, go ahead, bro.
Oh, if you ask me, if Genty's there at 12, you take Genty, man. Because I remember when Dak Prescott in 2016 through 2018 had that run game. That's where Dak Prescott shines, man.
Yeah.
The only way Dak Prescott shines is he needs that run game. He needs that run game.
Well, that's why, again, everybody relax when I say this, Eagle fans. Nobody's saying Super Bowl, but I'm actually excited that we're going to, at least the talk is physical. We're hearing all the coaches talk physical, running game, physical, running game. That's Dak's best friend. Okay, that's what you want.
Yeah, and Clayton was talking about violence yesterday, Pauls. He went as far as to mention violence. I'm like, dude, come on now. You on YouTube, man. You know how sensitive these folks are.
Indeed.
Yeah, but
Trader, we can't extend Osa because he's a free agent.
Yeah, no, he means re-sign Osa because he'll be cheap year one. It all. I think they're going to try and do that. I'd like to keep Osa. He's just now hitting his prime. He had an unbelievable year this past year. He's a penetrating three technique. Right. I love him, but we'll see what he's willing to take. Okay?
Could you imagine if we got a one tech that's big,
Let's say
that
we
can
get
double teamed and Osa's freed up?
Well, look at if you go with Troy Daniels' guy, Deion Walker. I know a lot of people. It's he's a mammoth of a man, or a Jackson, like not Jackson. Ohio State has a defensive guy,
Tyleek Williams.
Yes,
Tyleek Williams. Yeah, there you go.
If you get like a Tyleek Williams that is just massive, then yes. So again, Osa, Kinlaw, Mozzie, and a mid-round pick will be their defensive tackle. I like how Ultra just lays it out there. He lays it out there.
I do like Kinlaw.
I hope we can get.
I love it.
Kinlaw. I really do.
He's basically saying, "F everybody. Everybody can just shut up. This is what's gonna happen." Damn, Cowboys signing all these players with a cheap, out of touch owner. I believe it when I say it. Harold, we're just talking, bro. We're just talking, right? We see the money. We see what's up. Come on now. We can't let them get away with this. Can't imagine Jalon Walker or Will Johnson on that defense. Jalon Walker, Ultra Cowboy, you bring up a really interesting name because Jalon Walker is a highly coveted player, but yet he's getting no love amongst the draft community because he's undersized, but I like him. I mean, anybody's thought on Jalon Walker, though?
Yeah, you put 10 pounds on him and put him on the edge, he's going to be a monster.
Well, I mean,
I just think he's going to be a real good edge for somebody to run down the quarterback.
Thomas, what do you think about Jalon Walker? Linebacker, edge rusher, really.
Georgia?
Let's be honest. Yeah, out of Georgia.
I agree with Randy. You put about a dime or 15 pounds on him.
We need to have him come down and work out with you. Do some clean and jerks or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that the other night, man.
I take 5%.
Thomas putting up the weight, bro.
That'll pay my school tuition.
Yes, Daniel M. Yes, we'll get to that, brother. Troy, what's your thought on Jalon Walker? We always poo-pooed him for the Cowboys because of Micah, but
yeah. I agree. Put 10 pounds on him, and he's a beast. Put him on the other side with Micah.
Yeah, that's true, Bobby. Bobby's right. Bobby, I don't know if you were a part of my show when I was at the draft. I was a nobody back then. It was me, Mark, DMV, Primetime Phil, and we're at the draft, and Dallas is on the clock or right before, and I'm like, Nolan Smith, Joey Porter Jr., Nolan Smith, Joey Porter Jr., and they end up drafting Mozzie Smith. And me and DMV are looking at each other, and DMV is just shaking his head. I'm like, eesh. I'm like, yeah, I didn't think Mozzie was rated that high. I love Nolan Smith, but I don't know why they didn't. My team didn't like TJ Watt. So that's all I got to say. So
I'm with you there.
Yeah, I don't understand them sometimes.
Don't remind me about that, brother. Because I remember we took Taco Charlton.
Taco.
Oh, there's another bus.
There's another
Yeah,
bus.
you remember that.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
I just knew we was
We
taking
passed on
TJ.
TJ Watt
Me
with
too.
Taco Charlton.
I don't even want to talk about that.
Next time you come in the Zoom, just hit those little dots and you can put your name up there because all it says is Zoom user. So we're talking to Zoom user. What's the, you know what I mean? Like you could change your name on the, just hit those little dots. That way we could, like address you rather than Zoom user. Good evening, Game Time and crew. Hope everyone is good. Mark Hutchton, what's going on,
We're doing
brother?
good
How's
here.
the farm, my man? You're a hard-working man. He's killing it. Mark is,
You know,
is the
Daniel
man.
brought up a name earlier, Jair Alexander.
Well, I
don't
did a
know.
video on it.
Yeah, I would be happy with that pickup.
Yeah, maybe
That's a interesting. He's young still. Yeah, he's had some injuries, but nothing like what our DBs
Yeah,
have had.
he ain't number about 27, 28 years old.
I think to me, that would be a nice way to avoid having to take one early. If you always take a cornerback at some point in the draft or as a free agent. Dallas, you can say what you want. Dallas is one of the better teams in the league at signing free agents. They're on the phone in the 6th round saying, if you don't get drafted, come to Dallas. They pay big bucks to bring in the free agents after the draft. So we're going to get corners, but you can go get me a Jair Alexander and hit the ground running?
Hell,
yes, please.
Get me Alexander, get me a linebacker, and get me a guard. You get me them 3 guys, and then you can go in the draft and do anything
you know what I mean? That way it doesn't. You let the draft come to you. That's what I said.
It.
That's what you want. You want to be able to sit down, and if a Tyler Warren is there, take him. If if he's the best guy you got rated, I know people get annoyed. I love Tyler Warren. Then you take him and then you roll.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Have
This
the
whole thing.
Packers-
We got to get in the first round our running back, and in our second round we have to take that receiver, and then in the third round we have to get a defensive tackle, and now you start limiting how you do shit.
You can open up everything.
The best drafts are the Zack Martin drafts where nobody knew, or the what was his name out of Wisconsin? The dude who had the Gillian Barr. Travis Frederick.
Travis Frederick, yeah.
That was a great draft. We all poo-pooed it, but when you look back, I was like, man, my man was a stud.
He was a stud.
That's a shame. And I got news for you. Jason Kelce couldn't make a Pro Bowl because of him. It took him to leave for Jason Kelce to then step up. That's how good he was, people.
He would have been a Hall of Famer.
That would have been like the Eagles losing Jason Kelce in their prime. But again, I mean, out of sight, out of mind. That's how good he was. It's a travesty what happened to Travis Frederick. So these are facts. They are not disputed. Look it up.
You can throw Eric Williams in there too.
Yeah, you could.
The accident.
Oh yeah, Eric Williams back in the day. Absolutely, he should be in the Hall of Fame regardless. Washington have Alexander and Lattimore good corners.
Would you guys be mad if we take an offensive tackle in the second round?
In the second? Not necessarily. I don't think that's where, me personally, we would have to, the only way I would see that is if we traded down and got more picks. I don't see that. I see what we talked about earlier. I see we going out and getting like a Will Hernandez and that's what I see.
Will Hernandez.
I mean, I could see a Will Hernandez.
I like Will. Yeah.
The linebacker from KC.
Yes,
there you go.
or what's his name?
From
Bolton.
the 49ers.
Nick Bolton. Yes.
Yes.
Or Dre Greenlaw.
Or Drake Greenlaw. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, Drake Greenlaw, man. Drake Greenlaw is a dog, man.
Yeah, that's what I said. We have plenty of money. Everybody, don't be a sheep. Don't listen to the owners that we don't have money. We're going to have money.
Yeah.
And they know that we know that they know that we know that they got money. So it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and I will say this, fellas. In the NFC East, we have the defending Super Bowl champions in the Eagles. We got the Heisman Trophy winner Jaden Daniels that went to the NFC Championship. So we have no choice but to get players, Mr. Jones, at this point. Otherwise, we'll be dead last in the NFC East.
Do you know what doesn't make any
We
sense
have
to
no
me?
choice but to.
You know what makes no sense to me? If we're not going to go out and do nothing again, then why did you sign Dak Prescott? It makes no sense to me. Why? Let him go.
Yeah.
You can go out and get yourself a second-rate quarterback. He's borderline himself. Sorry. I mean, he has to play great in order for this team to win. But
we would have had a number 3 for him too, a number 3 draft.
Well,
pick.
that's what I'm saying. He signs a mega deal. You get a number 3. You would have brought in a veteran, and then you would have drafted one. Okay, is it what you want to do? No, but if you're not going to sign people, because Wade, he's still here in his icons there. I don't know if he's literally here, but Wade said that, Mike Fisher said that this was going to be a bad year, like ahead of time, but this upcoming year we're going to be players. Well, okay, let's see if Mike Fisher's right, because Jerry Jones's first comments were not great. They were wow, don't listen to Steven, because Stephen Jones kind of told everybody, well, we're going to be more active at free agency, and Jerry poo-pooed it on the red carpet at the NFL Honors, saying, wow, we're going to do business as usual. I think Jerry's trying to stop. What's up? So, yeah, Fish.
Hey, I got a question.
Yes.
Have the Packers said that? Excuse me. Have the Packers said that Jair Alexander is a candidate?
Oh, there was articles written that's almost a certainty at the beginning of the new league year they're moving on.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
So let's pull up Jair Alexander's. Let's look at his cap situation.
Yeah, he's got a big contract. He's got to be cut.
Just like what's name out of Los Angeles, he's gonna be a cut.
Yeah,
Jair Alexander, you could tell right now he's set to make $25 million. That's his cap number. If you cut him pre-June 1, you save 6.8. If you cut him post June 1, you save $17 million.
Bye, Jair. Come on to
and
Dallas.
you only have $7.8 million in dead money. He will be a post June 1 cut, so you could work out a deal, just can't sign it. I believe that's how it works. I don't know. Yeah,
you can do it. You can.
No, you can't talk to him until actually he's cut, or you could be.
Well, yeah, that
really
tampering. Yes,
even with the post June 1, because once you designate it,
now, if
gone.
they designate it, if they designate it,
no, you can sign him right away. I believe. I think
but you can't talk to him now because
not now,
he's still,
but when he's cut.
Yeah.
The beginning of the league year, he's going to be cut, designated a June 1 cut.
Yeah,
that's
they get him in a
June
1.
That's only for bookkeeping, meaning the team is still saddled with his number until they don't get the relief until June 2nd.
And see, and that's the same about
allowed to go. But
that's the same about because you can talk to Briggs, but you can't talk to Cooper Kupp. You can't talk to Kupp because he's still on the Rams payroll.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know.
And look, if we had cut Dak and let him go, or rather, we could have picked up Aaron Rodgers for 1 year, got him through this year, and then next year we would be clear and free on money.
Yeah. I mean, I hear you. I want dudes who are used to winning. Bring that dog.
So I got a question, fellas.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Thanks, West Virginia.
Cooper Rush and Trey Lance are free agents.
Both of them.
Does that mean are we going to draft a quarterback?
I hope so.
I hope so.
We're going to have to.
They're going to bring one of them back.
I just thought of that.
Who?
And I will say, guys, this too. Connor Riley, the offensive line coach from Kansas, man, his guy was Deuce Vaughn and Cooper Beebe, man. So I think we'll definitely see a little more in the backup role of Deuce Vaughn.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mark Hutchin. Do you hear that, brother? Deuce Vaughn's going to get a lot of work, brother. Mark Hutchin hates Deuce Vaughn. I actually like Deuce Vaughn not like every down guy, but you definitely have a role. So I think.
No.
And I said it I said when we first drafted him, I said, man, you got to have a package for this kid. You got to have a package for him.
Definitely.
You know, I don't care if it's just one play. You got to have a package for him.
Mark Hutchins said he heard Cooper Rush is going to retire. Nah, I don't know about that. I think Cooper Rush, Ultra says he's going to be our backup. Great.
And really and truly, I hope Cooper Rush moves on. I'm ready for new blood.
Yeah, I don't care either way. He ain't my long-term answer. So if he wants to be the backup on the cheap, we better draft one then. We better draft Rourke, somebody, you know. I don't care. I mean, Riley Leonard or the guy out of Syracuse.
Yeah, McCord.
Draft one of them. One of those three. If you're going to do that, then fine.
Heck, they'll be there for you in the late
Howard?
6th.
I don't know.
early
I
7th.
don't think so.
No, we'll have to get one of them in the 5th.
All right. You guys ready to do a mock draft? Let's do a mock draft.
Let's do it.
Let's do a mock draft before we get out of here.
Now,
Now, do we want to pick for everybody, or we just want to just do our?
let's do Dallas.
All right, we'll
just
just
Dallas.
do Dallas. All right, resume draft, and we'll review everything. So, all right, we're gonna hide the trades. Let's see what happened. Abdul Carter, Shador Sanders, Travis Hunter. Now, that's not going to happen this way, but those players will come off the board, so it's not a big deal. Cam Ward, Mason Graham, Malachi Starks, Will Campbell, Tet McMillan, Will Johnson, James Pierce, Tyler Booker. Dallas is on the board. Dallas is on the board.
Is there?
Who?
Tet McMillan is there?
No, he went number 8.
No. Oh,
So we got
okay.
Ashton Genty, Tyler Warren, Kelvin Banks, Luther Burden, Jalon Walker, Matthew Golden, Derek Harmon. Everybody's available. I mean, do you think they draft Genty like the way this looks, or do you think they possibly trade down? What are we doing
think they
here?
trade down. I think they
Ultra,
trade
what
down.
are you doing here? Jalon Walker? He's saying Jalon Walker. Do you really think they're going to take Jalon Walker? Let's look at the trade offers.
Yeah, look at the trades.
I don't really like this. You get 16 and 47, but you give up 76.
No, we don't want to give up any picks.
I like this. You drop down to 20, you get 20 and 51.
I like that one.
I don't know. Are we trading away from Genty? Daniel M said he would pass on Genty. Ultra says take Jalon.
Oh, okay.
I say we take the trade.
We have to take the trade because
That's another number 2.
That is.
We're going to take it just for fun. Ultra's like, no.
The only way Dak Prescott works, guys, is with a run game. I'll take Genty. Only way Dak Prescott, and he's our quarterback. He needs to run him.
I think they would take Genty, though. I really do.
Then do what you think they're going to do.
I mean, I honestly, Ultra, I think they would take Genty. I think Ultra thinks they would take Genty.
I'm almost certain they would take Genty if
Let's
he's there.
just take Genty. Let's just.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. That trade's looking sweet, but
You get a number 2, you can
12,
pick up
13,
an
40,
extra pick.
Oh God, Jalon might be there at 20, but that's how it's fake. This is what I want to do. Let's do this, guys. Let's not trade this draft. Let's do one mock. Let's just do this.
One
we
without.
don't trade. Maybe we'll take a couple of those 5ths and try and get up with the 4th. Like we could try and do that, but let's not trade because let's be honest. I don't think Dallas is going to trade. Let's take Genty just this time.
Sounds good.
And we'll see what happens. Let's see who is going to be available for us. Let's hide the trades. All right, we took Genty, right? Mimbao, Michael, Ty Warren. Okay, Jalon went 16. Ravel went 17. Banks, Skirton. We would have had Igbuka at 20 if we would have traded, or Matthew Golden. They're both gone.
Or O'Marion Hampton's there.
Derek, no, I'm saying I'm just going over the picks. Derek Harmon went.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mike Green went. Josh. So this is pretty good. This is pretty Luther Burden. There you go, Momo. You got yourself Luther Burden. Xavier Watts. Eagles get Jihad Campbell. It seems like every draft they're getting Jihad. Sorry. So we got ourselves a running back. So we don't need Hampton. So now we got to look and see who's on the board. Now this is a possibility of trading down. Now we're looking at Tyleek Williams and Kenny Grant. You got a Tyleek 6'3", 327.
If Grant is there, I would take him in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
You got to take him. Yeah.
Yeah, 51 a second. We're going to reject. All right, we're going to go with Kenny Grant. You got all your edge rushers are still there. Deion Walker. All right, yeah. So we're going to go with Kenny Grant. So let's just best case possible scenario with no trades. So we're going to reject. Oh, yeah. Well, let's see. So we are up. Okay. So our picks are Genty and Grant. We got Tez Johnson on the board.
I think you take Tez right there.
Yeah, I do too. I think with the new receivers coach, I think he's going to want Tez.
Either him or Jalen Royals. Either one of those two.
Let's look at the edge rushers. You got Jared Ivey.
Good player.
Yeah, we still got a few linebackers.
Good player.
You got Schlesinger. I know they would really. I know you're going to see him rise, but your cornerback, safety. We already got a defensive tackle. Offense, you got wide receiver. I think a Tez Johnson would be a Cowboy or a Jack Besh, 6'1", 212.
Or Besh, yeah.
Or Jalen Royals, 5'11", 210.
Yeah, but Jack Besh will be gone if you take
Besh,
somebody
TCU.
other than.
Or we can look at the trades. But now no, I don't want that one. 97 now. So we're gonna pick. So what do you guys think? Right now, the Alfred Collins, Mason Taylor, Kevin Wills.
We've got to go wide receiver here.
Do you go with Tez?
Yeah.
Either Tez or Jalen.
Mason
Is
Taylor's a
Savion
good tight
Williams
end
there?
too.
Let's go because of the coach. Let's go Tez Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Oh, okay. We'll take that. Yeah.
Now we wait, people. Now we wait.
We lose our fourth rounder there.
Well, we drafted.
We got Mingo.
Yeah,
I mean, look,
we drafted Mingo. Now these are our picks: Genty, Grant, Tez Johnson.
all three starters.
So those are our picks. We have a lot of picks coming up: 150, 170, 172, 174, 190. So we got 4 picks in the next 40.
I think here you've got to go corner because you don't have anything past 150.
I like Muhammad, but he's smart. A small out of Oregon. Riley Leonard. Tommy Hill
What's
out
up,
of
gentlemen? What did I
Nebraska.
miss?
What's up, buddy? We got the cornerback out of Nebraska. I know we got Kyle McCord. We got Jacob Parrish. He's kind of on the smaller side, but I like him. Just looking at some of the possibles. Nick Nash is there. I like him. Let me look at corner. Just corner.
Nasty Nash.
You know who I like? I like Noel Williams too, but it's too early.
I do
for
too.
him. It's
No,
just,
he's
yeah.
going up boards. It ain't
Good player.
You could probably get him at one. Well, we're at
yeah,
150
we're gonna
right
wait
now.
on him. We got safety on the board.
He may be there at 170.
You got
so
Hunter
you could
Waller. Malachi Moore is there. 600, 201.
This might be where you want to get a quarterback.
Riley Leonard, Kyle McCord, and that's who
I
you
like
be
Kyle
looking
McCord
at.
from Syracuse.
Yeah, I do too.
I think I concur with Brian.
McCord.
Yeah.
Or McCord, yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Let's take him because that's what we want, right? Now we're on the board again. And the safety's still there, Malachi Moore out of
There you
Alabama.
go. Take him. Take him.
Let's look at the draft results. Let's look
Take
and see
'em.
what we got. We got Genty, defensive tackle, wide receiver. Like we need a safety. You know, he's the highest rated guy on the board.
What's Malachi's stats?
Well, I mean, I can give you what they say about him. Malachi, he's basically going to be your replacement for your center fielder. You know, so Malachi Moore is playmaking safety who thrives in the deep field. A true center fielder. The Alabama DB is a ball hawk, only in 7 interceptions in 2024.
Oh wow!
And
There
natural
you
cover
go.
safety combines athleticism with
Wow.
Take
natural
him.
instinct.
Take him. Take him.
Hey, Brian, I came in late. How'd you guys end up with Gentry?
He
That's
dropped
a
to
starter.
12.
That's a starter.
I figured that. Damn.
All right, we're on the board again. Again, let's just look at best available. Nick Nash is there, another defensive tackle.
You might, this is where you might want to double up on running back. Dylan Sampson's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan,
My guy.
You got Jordan
This
James.
season's all about running backs.
You got
Yeah,
Jordan
you got
James.
Jordan James
I
of
love
Oregon.
Jordan
He's
James.
pretty good.
He's
Especially after this season.
You got Tim Smith.
what?
Ooh, I like Tim Smith.
You don't like Dylan Sampson because he's one of those type of running backs. He's a little bit. I ain't gonna say he's small, but he's about
He's
5'10"
got
and about
blazing speed.
he's
He was in the starboard.
he's from around your area, Randy.
Devin
You in
Neal,
Louisiana?
that's later.
R.J.
You
Harvey.
in-
Devin Neals is there, so we still have plenty. We got 72, 74, and 90. So, like, what I'm asking is, what positions do we need? We got running back, wide
like that.
receiver, defensive tackle, quarterback, and safety.
Corner.
I think we
Corners?
double up on D tackle.
You could do that
You
too.
know what?
Or yeah,
Doesn't
let's look at the
matter.
edge
Corners.
rushers.
I wouldn't mind to get a look. I wouldn't mind to get a middle linebacker because you don't know
How about
what's the name in it.
Jamon
What's the
Johnson
name?
out of Kentucky?
If there's one available, I'd grab him.
Yeah,
Middle linebacker.
I wouldn't necessarily right now.
You don't really.
Corner.
I think that
There you go. Oladeju out of UCLA, the edge.
He's still there. Damn.
Yeah, there's no way he's going to be there, but I would pick
There's
him
no
there.
way.
No way.
Jesus Christ.
I will say this, fellas. I'm really happy about the draft right now.
I hope it falls that way because it could go the other way and we really get shut out on everything.
Remember,
Yeah.
who's your GM?
Take Oladejo.
linebacker.
No, the edge.
That's right, Troy.
No, he's listed as a linebacker.
Yeah, he's the outside linebacker,
Yeah.
but he's going to play edge. He's probably going
I
to play.
think we need Oladejo.
You got Joyner out of Minnesota. So I kind of like your original thought, and you got Cam Jackson out of Florida is there, defensive tackle.
Cam Jackson's a good player.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Let's take the linebacker.
He's a beast. Yeah, take
What's up,
Oladejo.
Oscar?
All right, now we're up again. Nick Nash is there, but they're not going to take another receiver.
Take
Um,
How
Aeneas
about that?
Damn, Brian, how
Phillips.
many picks you got?
They might double up, Brian.
No, because we got Mingo, and we have, and I know we're going to get a. I think we're going to get a. My opinion, I think we're going to get a
receiver in the free
yeah,
agency.
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
got to take Peebles there then if you're going to double up on DT.
Yeah, Peebles ain't a 171.
I'm eyeing
player.
up the
He's
running
higher.
back at 190. So let's
Rashard
I just
Smith.
can't see people's that this.
let's
this
get a
damn low.
defensive
No, he's
tackle
not
or
gonna be this
a.
low. No way.
Let's get a defensive tackle or a corner. You got Upton Stout, Justin
I can tell you
Wiley.
can get a corner.
Again, there's not many right now. That's what I'm saying. So we'll go. I think we
You
go
got some
either
bodies up
Peebles
there.
or I like me
Peebles.
personally. I like Cam Jackson and Tim Smith and
I don't know what people's sounds good.
and and Hemingway. Peebles is 6 foot 289.
Now Hemingway is a freaking huge man.
Well, look at Cam Jackson out of Florida, 6'6", 340.
You could take him too.
I love
what?
Tim Smith.
I would take him over Peoples because
Yeah.
he's going to be a double team guy.
You got Tim Smith, 6'4", 310, another big boy.
But is he ready now or is he a project?
And Hemingway is 6'3", 288. I don't
know a lot about Cam Jackson or either one of them, honestly.
That's what I'm saying. Is he a project to work on or is he ready to go?
I don't know.
The biggest one you got there.
I would go either, me personally, I would go
Cam Jackson.
Yeah, probably. I would. He's a big boy. That's what they want.
Yeah, you got to go Cam Jackson.
That way we got some beef, you know what I mean? And then I'm going to get the best running back that's here. So, let's see here. We still got Devin Neal, RJ Harvey, Jordan James. So pick one.
Running back is loaded this year.
I like Jordan James or Devin Neal.
I told you the running backs will be
5'10", 220.
I like
after
does it all
this season.
I like Jordan James. He's a runner.
Ooh.
I like Neal too.
Yeah.
RJ Harvey too. I like. You can't go wrong with one
Harvey
of them guys.
is a little bit smaller and at a smaller school, 5'7", 200. Knowing that we got Genty, I would want a good counterbalance. So 5'10", 210, I would go Devin Neal because you're looking at a 5'10", 220 who does it all. He catches the ball out of the backfield.
Yeah, let's take Devin. Let's take
Devin. You know what I mean?
I was looking for Ollie Gordon, but he's already gone.
I think T.J. Giddens.
Brian's boy, Ollie Gordon the third.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like him.
Yeah, I guess Giddens was gone, so we missed him. But
that's true, Vinny. There's a lot of running backs. I'm really interested in that.
All right, so now we got defensive tackle, linebacker is safety. We could look at just best. I mean, Hemingway's still there, but we could take Jalen Smith. He's a little bit late in the ass. No, thank you. We could take an offensive tackle out of Oklahoma State. We haven't taken one, you know.
There you go.
Yeah, take Cooper. Cooper.
Dalton Cooper. And again, this is what you could do. You may not get these guys, but without trading, you can still get a good, have a good draft.
I'm hoping they take 2 of the 5s and trade up into the 4th before the draft starts.
Yes.
Like we don't have to worry about trading up or down. You take your player.
Take the player and trade him to somebody else for picks.
They got the go at the green light and the funds to start extending.
I'm just looking.
Take the player and trade him to
Bring Roseland back to its
I'm hearing playback.
that it used to be when it had gold blacks over.
That's
playback going on.
Yeah, he got it.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, man, Hemingway's still there.
But you know what? It won't hurt to triple up on defensive tackle as light as we've been the last couple of years.
So
if that's the case, you got to take
2
all
out.
right, here we go, everybody. This is what we did with no trades. Okay, is it going to be this exact? No, but
that's a darn good draft.
You know what I mean? We got Genty. We got.
You may get half of that.
We got Tez.
You're
we
right.
got McCord.
Right.
We got Malachi.
Remember
Moore.
who's running the show.
We got an edge rusher, Oladejo, who could do both edge and play. Yeah, we got Cam Jackson, Hemingway. I mean, I think that's.
Hi, Aisha.
I think that's pretty good. I mean, again, it's just fun. But
I agree.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at. I think they say we're 64 days away from the draft. I was asked by somebody if I'm going to the draft. I'm like, I ain't going to Green Bay this year. Hell no. Hell no.
Freeze your ass off
Don't be
again?
freezing up there.
No way.
You're out there, Mark, freezing your balls off.
There ain't no way I'm going to Green Bay. Hell to the nah.
Boy, don't come to North Carolina.
Momo, I'll have your bobblehead out tomorrow, and I'll have.
Any word on mine, Brian?
It's on its way.
You're going wherever we need you to go,
That's
Brian.
all I need to know.
West Virginia Country Boys stuff's going out.
24 Pirates where I live at.
Hey,
You'll
don't
get
go
an
to North
email
Carolina.
when it
Don't
ships.
come to North Carolina because it snowed. We got snow
It
yesterday.
snowed here.
We're getting dusted, but boy, that wind is kicking. Here in Philly.
Yeah, it snowed here 2 days in a row.
Yeah,
Snowed here
I'll
in
be
I'll
there
tell you guys
next
later.
year, brother.
Yeah,
I'll
same
tell you
here.
guys later. I'm going about to watch
Yeah.
next
I'm
something
gonna
on
get
TV.
out of
All
here
right.
too, everybody. I wanted to do an earlier draft tonight. It is 8:45, so early, but not that early. But we're gonna get out of here. I mean, an early stream. Thanks everybody for joining. And I will talk to everybody tomorrow. Okay.
All right, y'all.
All right,
Take
everybody.
care. Have a
Later.
good one, Brian.
That's it.
Bye bye.
Late.